Cthulhu, one of H.P. Lovecraft's most well-known creations, being birthed in his story Call of Cthulhu. So iconic is the tentacled face of Cthulhu that H.P. Lovecraft's collection of stories is known as the Cthulhu mythos. Many a cult, including the esoteric Order of Dagon, worship Cthulhu. However, the esoteric Order of Dagon, as explained in this video that I have linked here, is primarily associated with the town of Innsmouth from H.P. Lovecraft's other story, The Shadow over Innsmouth. Now then, describing Cthulhu's appearance is much easier to do than trying to describe many of H.P. Lovecraft's other creations. First things first, it is important to note the great size of the beast. He has in the Call of Cthulhu been likened to a walking mountain, which genuinely does a pretty good job of expressing how absolutely gargantuan he is. Starting from the top of the beast and working down, Cthulhu is a conglomeration of different animals. His head resembles an octopus, but the rest of his body is much more humanoid in shape and appearance. Green, scaly skin dripping with ooze, a smell so pungent and terrible that it can hardly be described, and mighty bat-like wings. Aeons before humans walked the earth, many beings from beyond the stars entered the atmosphere of our young planet with hope of calling it home. Among them were the cone-shaped beings known as the Great Race of Yith, which I have discussed before on this channel. But for our purposes today, we will be focusing on a winged behemoth who came with his own army of star spawn to this planet, with hopes of making it his own. Upon their arrival on Earth, the star spawn Cthulhu fought violently with the Elder Things, eventually forcing their migration to the sea and Antarctica. Of course, the Elder Things were not the only race Cthulhu had warred with upon arrival, but all races of spacefaring creatures who decided on Earth as their home eventually decided to share the planet. Cthulhu himself eventually came to rest in his great city of Earlier, which was created by the Starspawn using their strange and otherworldly non-Euclidean geometry. The city of Earlier eventually sinks to the bottom of the ocean, with sleeping Cthulhu kept deep inside, waiting to be awoken. It's said that Cthulhu will awaken when Earlier rises to the surface once again. This is what the cults that worship Cthulhu pray for: the stars to align in such a way that the sunken city will rise from the depth and bring with it Cthulhu. Cthulhu first fell into his dark slumber when humans began to walk the earth. During this time, he would reach out psychically to those who were sensitive, poisoning their minds, presumably so that he may maintain a presence on the surface. It was during this time that he passed down knowledge to the cult leaders, so that they may reach out and teach others. Upon the sinking of Earlier, the leagues of salt water between him and mankind caused the psychic connection to be lost. But the cult of Cthulhu exists still today, chanting and dancing, sacrificing man and beast to the dreaded Cthulhu, waiting for another earthquake, much like the one from Call of Cthulhu, to awaken their master once more.